Hi everyone, I am excited to present to you and share the things that I've learned this week through the questions that I've shared on the discussion board. As we all know, our essential question this cycle was, how do I learn? And from there, um, three questions that I asked myself and that I presented to you guys, that I wanted to study and learn was, how do we figure out how someone might learn? Are there different types of learning styles, and what are they? And lastly, the third one is, as we are all trying to become like our Heavenly Father, how would you say Heavenly Father learns? Um, and as you know, we're supposed to select one of these to present to you what we learned and what we found. And the one I would like to present to you is the second one. Are there different types of learning styles, and what are they? Um, as usually when you study this, and if people might know, usually um, the there are different types of learning styles, and usually the four that most people think of when they think of learning styles is visual, auditorial, tactical, and kinesthetic. Um, those are usually the four that most people think of when they think of the different learning styles. But I would like to share with you a website that I found that actually has seven, and um, these seven are visual, oral, verbal, physical, logical, social, and solitary. Um, Now, visual learners. You prefer using pictures, images, and spatial understanding. Spatial understanding, sorry. And then oral, you prefer using sound and music. Verbal, you prefer using words both in speech and writing. Physical, which is also kinesthetic, you prefer using your body, hands, and sense of touch to learn. Logical is you prefer using logic, reasoning, and systems. And then social, which is you like to learn, you prefer to learn in groups or with other people. And then lastly, solitary, you prefer to work alone and use self-study. Now, I think as we think of that, we think of who we are and how do we learn, I think that we all um, learn in a combination of of all these variant of seven. And there's probably other websites that have more, um, but I think as we think of it, we're all individual and we all learn differently, and there are different different types of learning styles. And as teachers, um, we need to figure out what our students, how they learn. So we need to learn how they learn. So we need to observe, and we have to collect data, and we need to assess. All these things can help us figure out how they learn, and then from there we need to teach to how they learn. And that's why it's so important for us to learn these learning styles so that we can teach in that way to our students individually. But also for us, we need to figure out how we um, learn, and how we, you know, um, need to, when we are learning of for ourselves. And now as we're in college and other things, we kind of teach ourselves, or we try to teach ourselves, and we need to learn how to, you know, learn the way we can. So there is, surveys and stuff to help us, but we need to just figure that way out so that we can, you know, learn the way we learn to our full capacity. And that's what I have for this week.